So I'm sure as many people are this weekend, I have moved my long run inside to the treadmill. And I thought this is a pretty good opportunity to kind of go over how you can modify your long runs and other runs when you move them inside. So if you have a treadmill like mine that will not stay calibrated, I know my pace and distance on this thing are far slower than my normal runs. I also know my watch thinks I'm much faster on the treadmill than I actually am. So how do you overcome that? What you do is you figure out your average long run pace. So let's say it's a 10-minute mile, and you have a 10-mile long run. That's about an hour and 40 minutes that you should be running. Hi. So, I figured I'd take an opportunity today, I hope you guys can hear me, to talk about long running on the treadmill. So today, my long run is inside on the treadmill. We had a little bit of ice yesterday, and I think it's pretty much melting now. But I chose to do my 10-mile long run indoors today for safety's sake and some other reasons. And admittedly, it's hard, mentally more than physically. But I wanted to kind of speak to how you can adjust your runs to make sure you're doing them properly when you have to make them indoors. So, if you have a treadmill like mine, or you're at the gym, you may notice that they're not calibrated. Very few of them are well calibrated. Mine has me about 2 to 3 minute per mile pace slower than my outdoor runs, and my watch has me about 2 minutes faster. So between the two, neither one is correct, and neither one is a good gauge of my effort, or my pace, or my distance. So when you move your long runs, or for any run that matter, indoors, what you can do is go by time and effort. Your body doesn't know mileage, your body only knows time and effort. So let's say your 10-mile long run is at a 10-minute pace. What you want to do is say, okay, that'll take me an hour and 40 minutes if I'm running zone 2 to zone 3, and that's what you do. You set your watch for that RPE level of like a 2 to 4. You set your heart rate for the zone you're training in, some combination thereof, and then you just run through the given time. I personally turn the distance off both. I turn the pace off both. But what I do is watch my heart rate, check in with my own RPE, not metric base, and adjust accordingly. Just to make sure I'm staying in a nice conversational zone. The other thing I do is I'll find ways to chunk up my run. So an hour and 40 minutes on a treadmill is a long time. So watching TV shows, personally I prefer short TV shows over a movie because again, it chunks it up into 25-minute sections, 40-minute sections, and I say, okay, I need to run for 3 shows or 4 shows. I will do, if you have access to it, like, I'll chunk up my long run into some easy Peloton recovery workouts, like 30 minutes, and just say, you don't need to do 3 of these in a cool down. And embrace it out. It keeps me engaged. It has me change my incline, my pace a little bit, just so I can push the buttons to do something. And then, the other thing I like to do is think of the benefits of the run versus how much it sucks. So, for me, I'm training for a swim race that's down south. It's warmer than, or it will be warmer than what we have here now in the 20s and 30s. So I'm able to train in a warm environment, and although the heat acclimation won't stick, at least it keeps me used to running in something warmer than winter weather in Maryland. And the race is flat. My terrain outside my door is very heavy. This allows me to get my body acclimated to running very consistently, repetitive movements without varying terrain. So you can match the incline on your treadmill to that of your goal race, whether it's hilly or flat. You can kind of simulate it and make sure you're training appropriately for the terrain of your race without having to battle with what's outside. The other thing treadmills do is because you're taking out traffic and other people and things to watch for and stimulation in the outside world, you can really focus on your form. So because except for right now as I'm talking to you. There's no traffic to watch for. I can make sure my head is constantly straight ahead rather than down or to the side. I can check in to make sure my core is engaged. I'm leaning forward for my ankles a little bit. It's very easy. You can set alerts to check in with yourself. So those are my little tips I wanted to share as I'm struggling through my own long run on the tread this morning. I hope everyone is staying safe. I hope you all had a great weekend. I will talk to you soon.